Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Luis Cáceres is very pleased to share this moment with you all, our friends and colleagues that join us from LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook. Thank you very much and welcome. I want to introduce my new book, The Change Manager's AI Playbook. Um, Before to start, I'm going to show you my credentials. Moving to present a couple of videos and also a demonstration of the artifacts you can develop using this playbook. These are my credentials. You can check my profile on LinkedIn. But the bottom line is I have been delivering change management certification training for the about 8 years now, and also AI foundational training for about 2 years. So, if I am teaching professionals from finance, legal, operations on how to use AI on the daily work, why not to show to my colleagues in change management how to apply AI to increase the impact we can deliver in our profession. That's how this project started. And now we have this playbook and also an upcoming certification. But let me share with you all a couple of videos. Hold on.
Today, we're diving into a new playbook, one that's designed for all you professionals out there on the front lines of change. In this age of AI, it's all about turning what feels like a major disruption into your most powerful tool.
And listen, this isn't just some random guide. It's the official textbook from improvingperformance.com for the new AI-powered Change Manager certification. So you know right off the bat, this is a serious professional framework.
So let's just start with the one question that is on everybody's mind, right? What if AI wasn't this big threat to your job, but was actually a force multiplier? What if it could take your expertise and just amplify it instead of making it obsolete?
All right, so here's the game plan. We're going to walk through this new playbook together. We'll check out some AI skills in action. We'll talk about why your human judgment is more important than ever, and we'll see what it really means to be an AI-powered professional.
So how do you actually make AI your strategic partner? Well, the answer starts right here with the Change Manager's AI Playbook. What really sets this playbook apart is its approach. I mean, it completely skips the high-level abstract theory you probably already know. Instead, it gets right down to business, giving you a hands-on guide for putting AI to work in your day-to-day job leading change. So what's actually inside? Well, it's a powerhouse of tools you can use immediately. We're talking over 250 ready-to-go prompts, guides to build your very own AI assistants, and techniques to techniques to automate everything from creating videos to generating executive dashboards. And the best part? It's totally tool agnostic. So these skills work whether you're using Today, we're diving into a new playbook, one that's designed does it for you. Are still 100% accountable for the quality and integrity of the final product. So, how do you maintain that accountability? You do it with a practice called zero trust validation. It basically means you never, ever blindly trust what an AI generates. Instead, you critically evaluate everything it gives you, looking for those weird hallucinations, generic answers, or subtle errors in meaning. Here's a perfect example of that. A generic AI might spit out a suggestion like, engage your stakeholders with the town hall. Fine. But a professional using their own expertise and this zero trust validation method would take it way further. They'd use AI to analyze the survey data and realize, what we actually need are targeted listening circles for this specific skeptical team. Now that's the difference between using AI as a gimmick versus a true strategic partner. When you combine Okay, if you're leading change in your organization, you know AI isn't just coming, it's already here. So today, we're going to break down a brand new guide designed to put you in the driver's seat, the Change Manager's AI Playbook. Right off the bat, you should know this playbook comes from the experts at Improving Performance Ltd. These guys are leaders in professional training, and they've packed all of their real-world consulting experience into this thing, so you know it's all about practical, hands-on application. Let's start with the big question, the one that's probably on your mind right now. What if AI wasn't something to worry about? What if, instead of being a threat, it was actually the key to multiplying your impact? And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? Is AI a threat, or is it a powerful force multiplier? Well, as we're about to see, the answer really depends on how you approach it. And this is so important. The playbook makes it crystal clear. Without a strong professional foundation, without your expertise, AI on its own can just spit out generic, shallow, and sometimes flat-out wrong results. That's the real threat. So how do you avoid all those pitfalls and actually tap into the real power of AI? Well, you need a strategic approach, and that's exactly where the AI Playbook comes into play. And here it is, the Change Manager's AI Playbook. This is really the definitive guide for any professional who wants to stop thinking of AI as just a tool and start using it as a powerful strategic partner. Now, let's be super clear about what this playbook is and what it isn't. This is not another textbook on change management theory. Nope. It is a hands-on playbook showing you how to apply AI. And it's not here to replace you. It's designed to be a force multiplier for your expertise. All right, so let's peek inside. What you're getting is basically a powerful new AI toolkit. And it's just packed with practical resources for today's leaders. And what's at the core of this toolkit? Get this, over 250 ready-to-use prompts. That's huge. It means you're never starting from a blank page. You get this massive head start with prompts that are already tested and proven to work for real-world change management scenarios. And with these prompts, you're going to learn to do some seriously high-value stuff. I mean, imagine developing your own specialized AI agents to advise you, creating videos straight from scripts, automating your meeting schedules, and generating dynamic reports automatically. This is all about leveling up your strategic game. And this slide shows how it all fits together. See, this isn't just a random collection of tools. It's a complete, structured workflow. The playbook literally walks you through the entire process, from that first spark of insight all the way to making a real impact, all of it powered by AI. And here's the proof. This isn't just theory. On the left, you're seeing a real interaction with a custom-built AI agent analyzing team dynamics. And on the right, an automated KPI dashboard. These are the kinds of tangible things you'll actually learn how to create. But mastering the playbook is really just the first step. This journey goes beyond the book itself and leads to a whole new professional standard: getting certified. Because really, this is so much more than just a guide. You should think of it as the foundation for a professional pathway. It's a way for you to officially show that you have advanced skills for this new era of change management. In fact, the Playbook is the official reference book for the new AI-powered Change Manager certification. And this certification, it's set to become the new gold standard for professionals who are leading transformations in our AI-driven world. So, what does it actually mean to be an AI-powered Change Manager certified? Well, it means you are certified as a pro who has truly mastered that strategic partnership between your own expert human judgment and the raw power of machine intelligence. You're not just using AI, you're orchestrating it. So, all of this really leads to one place. It's time to start your AI journey. It's time to put yourself in a position to lead the change, not just react to it.
So the final question is really for you. With these tools, this playbook, and this professional pathway now on the table, are you ready to be the person who leads transformations in the age of AI?
If the answer is yes, then your first step is simple. You can grab your copy of the playbook on Amazon right now. Just scan the QR code on your screen, order your copy, and start your journey today.
Very well. You probably notice I keep the Notebook LM brand. This is important because throughout the book, all the playbook, we focus in using free tools instead of recommending tools that may cost $20 or $100 per month. We are trying to teach the change manager professionals to use the results already available. And we can do a lot of fantastic things using those tools. Also, as mentioned in the video, our approach is to be AI tools agnostic. So the prompts presented in throughout the playbook, you can use in Copilot, Gemini, Claude, whatever. The key point is not focusing in using one or other tool, but in developing the competence and the skills for the future. Tomorrow uh, we are going to have new tools, and the important thing is the skills on how to direct and how to use these tools, how to direct, how to use your change management knowledge to direct these tools. Okay, great, wonderful. Let me show you now what you are going to develop in this with this playbook. Okay, let me hide this. Before to share, let me explain that our philosophy is to increase AI literacy in change managers and use the knowledge in change management to direct the AI. But at the end, the change manager is responsible for the validation of the result. And we make clear this in every one of the 292 prompts we present in the book. Okay. Our approach is also to be change management framework agnostic. We are not following this or that change framework. We consider the most important we've introduced, we consider the models from Kotter, Peter Senge, Lewin, Shane, and so on, and also consider the professional frameworks from ADCAR, from ProSite, for example, CMP, PMI, and so on, just for educational purposes. We are not diving in how to implement one of these methodology, but in how to use AI to perform the most common tasks in change management. We are going to You are going to see the results the next minutes. Very well. To facilitate the application of the concepts and the illustrations, in the playbook we consider an hypothetical case, inspired, of course, in real case scenarios. And this hypothetical case, the change manager has the responsibility to ensure the adoption of an new public service is an mobile application for recycling. The citizen will use the mobile application, request for recycler to collect the recycled material, and so on. So this is a very interesting case we have been using in the change management courses, and very interesting because it's not like the corporate scenarios when you may have some influence and control in many situations. This is more interesting and challenging because we don't have neither the control, neither the knowledge on the results. So it's very interesting. But all the prompts have been designed to be applied to be useful in any kind of change management situation. And systems implementation, new cultural transformation, post-merger integration, so on. So let me share the final results.
Every day, our city waits for someone to make the first move, until one person decides to plant a small change. With a single tap, the journey begins. Recyclers join her path, turning effort into impact. One action inspires another, and the whole community begins to bloom. Together, we grow a cleaner future. Open the app and plant your part.
Attention citizens, our city is growing its clean garden, a shared space built on clean habits and daily actions. Every correct disposal is a seed of improvement, helping our city flourish together. Download the Recycle Garden app today. It guides you to recycle right and join with confidence. Our clean gardeners help us remove any contamination weeds. See our city blooming with weekly progress.
Hello again, and this video that you see is intended to be used in public transportation. So the message you hear in the metro system, for example, and you can develop that using AI. Let me, as we advance in the hypothetical scenario, you are going to see in the playbook that the change management identify a problem with some connective biases. So it was necessary to update the videos and to create and to create new videos to reframe all beliefs. This was the result. And this was the logo created using AI for this specific project and following the visual identity of the hypothetical city. Very well. Let me show you project report presentation. Let me just ensure that we are sharing the sound. Now you can hear.
Today, we're diving into a brand new story for recycling right here in Red Shore City. It's called Recycle Garden, and trust me, it's about so much more than just new rules. It's really about understanding the why behind this whole citywide transformation. So let's get into it.
All right, let's be real for a second. Have you ever stood there in front of your bins holding like an empty yogurt container and just felt completely lost? Yeah, you are not alone. For way too long, recycling has felt more like a confusing chore than something that actually makes a difference.
And look, if you've ever felt any of this, it's totally understandable. So many of us feel that it's just too complex or that the rules seem to change all the time. You start to wonder if your small actions even matter in this huge, messy system. It turns recycling into a chore, right? Well, that's the old story, and we now have a chance to unlearn it together.
But what if we could just flip the script, move past all that confusion and frustration? What if we could start fresh with a system that's actually built on clarity and connection and a real shared purpose? Well, that's exactly the opportunity that's right in front of us.
So let's talk about this fresh start. It's called Recycle Garden. And I want you to think of it less like some new program and more like a new mindset. We're turning a confusing task into a simple, rewarding act that's a lot like community gardening.
And this image, well, it just perfectly captures the whole idea. The entire Recycle Garden brand is built around this one symbol, the seed of improvement. It's this beautiful idea that every single correct action we take, no matter how small it feels, is a seed that helps grow a cleaner, healthier city for all of us.
And that's the key, right? Recycle Garden isn't something the city is just doing to you. No, it's a shared mission that we are all a part of, that we're all doing with each other. It's about cultivating a system where every citizen, every recycler, and the city itself are all working together to grow something way better.
Okay, so how does one small action actually create such a big change? It's all about the ripple effect. It's this simple but incredibly powerful chain of positive events that literally starts with you. Let me break down how it works. For anyone out there who really loves to know the how behind things, this is for you. This is the Recycle Garden Impact Model.
It all begins with your simple, correct scan in the app. That one action, that's step one. Step two, that action allows a recycler to do their job safely and with dignity, without having to sort through contaminated waste. And that leads directly to step three, our main goal, higher quality materials that create a cleaner, more efficient Redshore city for every single one of us. See? It's a direct line from your action to our city's impact.
And what's so cool about this is the huge shift in attitude it represents. This quote really gets to the heart of the program's goals. It's about moving away from that feeling of, ugh, I have to recycle, to, wow, I get to be part of this. It completely transforms recycling from a chore into a real connection with a larger community purpose.
Now, a huge part of this news story is finally recognizing the people who make it all possible. We're moving past this old idea that recyclers are somehow invisible. Instead, we're seeing them for who they truly are, our essential partners, the clean gardeners of our city.
And this is just so important. This change isn't just about us, the citizens. Look at the new belief we want to grow for the recyclers. Citizens value our contribution and our dignity. That's powerful. By using the app correctly, we're not just sorting plastic. We are actively sending a message of respect and partnership to the people doing this incredibly vital work.
Because at the end of the day, the technology is here to serve the people. Every single feature in the Recycle Garden app was built around these three pillars: protecting the dignity of our clean gardeners, improving their safety on the job, and, maybe most importantly, building a real foundation of trust between every single person involved in this system. Okay, so you get the vision, you see the bigger picture. Now you're probably asking, how do I plant my first seed? Well, let's look at how to get started. I promise it's designed to be incredibly simple.
So, many of you will get what's called a Clean Garden Starter Kit. And this isn't just some welcome packet. Think of these as your very first gardening tools. You'll get your own unique QR code to make scanning a breeze, a welcome card that tells the story, and even some stickers so you can show you're a proud part of the movement.
And for everyone who just wants to know, okay, what do I do right now? Here you go. A simple 3-step checklist for this week. Number 1, download the Recycle Garden app. 2, find your QR code from your starter kit. And 3, schedule your very first pickup. That is it. You're officially part of the garden.
And that really brings us to the most important takeaway of all. This entire citywide transformation, this big, beautiful garden that we all want to grow, it doesn't start with some massive policy change or a huge city event. No, it starts with one simple, intentional action. It starts with one seed, your seed.
So imagine you and your change management team developing this kind of material very quickly, and in question of minutes with this kind of quality. And this is not developing a video. As you might know, every change manager should know, this is not just a video with nice phrases. There is a study to identify which storytelling, which metaphors, which belief we need to change, and so on. So this is the result from intensive work to develop this, and facilitated with the use of AI. Let me show you also some artifacts, like during the process you are going to develop, and the first app prototype. This was the first version of the mobile application. Let's see. Street. This is some working prototype. Materials, plastic. Okay, request collection. Now I'm going to switch the profile to the recycle. I say Yellow Street, and this is the user interface for the recycling. Let's check our prototype. And this final prototype, we can test here some very interface and use seeing the same but using a plugin for the browser. Let's see. I'm citizen. I want to request a collection. Now let's see. I am in the, let's see, Purple Street. Now let's change to I am the recycle, Purple Street. Set the job, show the map, so show the location. This working prototype was created using a single prompt. And you are going to learn how to do that in the playbook. So imagine the potential, how this amplifies the impact of the change management professionals. It's not my intention to try, you might say, Cáceres is an IT professional, so he wants to make change managers also IT professionals. No, 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 no. But there is an important step during the stakeholder validation of the impacts on the people that we need to test the reactions. So this help the change manager and also the IT team to test those impacts. So you have an IT very busy IT team, you can deliver the prototype, refine it, and test it with the users and users with all the functionalities and so on, align it with the change strategy. So the IT focus on development. And you avoid that back and forth or the conversation as loops with the IT. Okay. But there are also interesting artifacts like you can perform an empathy map, and this you can create this empathy map from the documents you already have, from meeting transcriptions, and so on. So you can use all tons of information that you already have and create an empathy map from a stakeholder, on a specific stakeholder group. You might want to perform and change force field analysis from Lewin. You can also have an interactive tracking plan for the actions. This is your plan. You don't need to any subscription to anything. You can just use a prompt and a free tool. Wonderful, right? And a scorecard. You can develop a scorecard for the change delivery from different perspective, and you just need your information and tool and a prompt, and of course your change management knowledge to uh, identify which KPI you want to track. Also, in this playbook, we introduce the concept of the change adopter conversion cost. This is quite similar what is used in marketing, uh, customer acquisition cost. It's the same logic, but applied only for the change management conversion cost. And with that concept, we use to calculate the return on investment for a change management initiative. Many change managers are not used to do that, but in some kind of a specific situation, especially when you work with government, you need to track this. It's not an option. You need to track and justify any penny you spend in change management. So this is a very useful concept. Also, and I love this, is to track the adoption curve. So what is expected and how we are, in which level, how many people is on each level. Nice. Or adoption timeline is not just about how many users are active users in the app, but how many in the Net Promoter Score also. Remember that there is some difference in usage and adoption. That and people using an app doesn't mean he loves or she loves the app. There is some difference between usage and adoption. Any change manager already know that. If you want to perform an encoder analysis on dual systems, conscious competence model, this is just and this is just examples of the materials and the artifacts that you can develop to facilitate your job. And this is very interesting because it creates also challenge some old beliefs. How many of you are used that in your change initiative you define a ritual of presenting status report every week, every 2 weeks, every month? That's a ritual. You need to collect information, create information, format information, present the information, and sometimes make some updates at last minute. What you create an agent that anyone can use and get the status report at what anytime they need. So this is an declarative change AI agent you are going to create using the playbook. And here we are going to request a project report, status report, with the information the agent has. So you don't need to wait for the meeting. Stakeholders don't need to wait to the information to be collected. It can anyone who requests a status report anytime. So this is another change in the ways of working the AI is providing. So this is the information, and you can also download the report. Fantastic, right? So this is just some and couple of examples of what you are going to develop using the playbook. Great, right? Very well, this is a map of the 292 prompts, how they are related. And well, this is just an introduction. There are a lot of concepts I would like to dive in, but probably I'm going to do that in next videos. For the moment, I would like to thank you, all of you. Hope this information makes sense to you. I hope you now have a glance of what the AI can do for the change manager to increase the impact of the change manager. Uh, I hope this will be a great contribution to the profession, to increase the value delivered for the profession, and also speed the work of the change manager. Very well. Let me share with you all. The book is available at Amazon, and there is an interesting concept inside the book. You are going to learn how to perform, for example, a heat map for the impacts on the stakeholders. You are going to use and ledger, the value ledger. For most of the prompts, for most of the chapters and chapter sections, you are going to reflect. You are going to be invited to reflect on how the AI help you to not only save time, but to increase the quality of the job you are delivering, and also the satisfaction for you as professional and from the stakeholders involved. So AI is not delivering value only by saving time, but also by increase the quality. And depending on the cases, you are not only receiving the increase in the quality and satisfaction, but saving conflicts, complex situations. You are also increasing the quality of the job, not only because you are going to speed the work document analysis and so on, or document generation, also because you can apply all the change management knowledge you don't have or you don't remember in your prompts. So this is a potential benefit for the change manager to increase the quality of the knowledge, improve the knowledge and the skills in the application of that knowledge. So there are many benefits. And bottom line, my key message is the change manager is going to use the AI as a support, as a tool. And you have the potential in the playbook you are going to create at least 5 AI agents. These are agents, team members they are going to work with you. You choose which AI agents, which AI assistant you want. You want for reporting, you want to sense how the team is going, you decide. And this is your team. And this is going to support you and your change management team. So there is a change in the ways of working. You now have a team, humans and AI assistants. And this is the future. This is what MIT calls the Superman organization, when you have AI and humans in the loop. And this is also what Gartner predicts for for the next year. All the organizations are going to use AI not as a tool, but like an assistant. So what you are going to learn in this playbook is to use AI like an assistant. And of course, an assistant needs directions. That comes from your knowledge in change management. Does it make sense to you? Well, I hope so. And well, I hope you enjoy this material. Enjoy the book. I hope you see, I can see you in the certification course, upcoming certification course. Please don't forget to comment. I'm going to answer the questions in the chat. If you cannot attend live, I can answer asynchronously after this session. This session is going to be recorded and published on the YouTube channel, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure for me to share this moment with you all. See you soon.